get through it, but you really never know what a person, what you're asking them to get over and get through because it wasn't
Right.
you that went through it. So it's easy to dismiss it. Like when someone's in a
Right.
bad relationship, right? Oh, they'll just leave them alone. Well, yeah, easier said than done because you don't feel the way that other person feels about the
Or
individual, even if
exactly.
it's negative. And so
Right.
it's easy to say that. So I learn that on a regular basis, and each day I try to learn more and more of that to really just look at it from a broader view rather than just a perspective of my experiences. Because my experiences just that, my experiences, but they're not the only experience. So I can't really kind of dismiss someone else's experience or way of acting or treating life based upon what I've done.
Right.
I think we have to consciously be mindful of that as a people because we really don't know what weights and what jackets people are wearing on a day to day
Mm-hmm.
basis, and so a little bit of understanding goes a long way.
Right, because you never know. You might say something that's triggering, and it might set that person off. Who say that person's not gonna go and try to commit suicide or something because of something you said to them? So it's like I tell people all the time: watch what you say and choose your words wisely because you never know who or what they're going through.
Yeah, you have to, but that takes a conscious effort though. Because a lot of times we deal with anger and we deal with frustration and we deal with just life happening to us, right? And sometimes we want to lash out. And a lot of times, like say if you have a work environment that's a kind of hostile environment, can't lash out at your manager. So we lash out on the people that's around us, that's close to us a lot of times, and we really don't have the empathy with them. Well, I'm tired. Well, I went to work all day. Well, I did this and I did that. You ain't dealing with nothing because you didn't have to go to work. You didn't have to do this. So we kind of dismiss, their emotions a lot of times. And so a lot of times people will just stand back and won't even communicate because it's like, what's the point? Because either it'd be like knocked down or not even considered as a option that you even have an opinion. So you're very correct on that, being able to saying that we need to choose the words wisely and how we really interact with people in society because there's so much mental stuff that's kind of just swept up under the rug.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
And especially for young kids.
Exactly.
Especially
Yeah, but
for
I
young
think
kids.
our young kids are getting targeted more now because a lot of the parents are not paying attention to a lot of the things that are going on because we are, they sweep it under the rug and feel like, okay, well, it didn't happen to me, so it can't happen to her, or it can't happen to him. But who's to say they're going to go down the same path that you're going? That's why we have to be that guidance and be there for them, regardless of if they make a mistake or whatever bump they hit. We still got to be there to let them know we can move past it.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to go through stuff. It's okay to fail. It's okay to just deal with it. But as you say, we have to create that safe space, if you will, that whatever you say, it won't get met with judgment, critique, or ridicule. It's going to be met with understanding. Not opinions. And I just from what we see, how society communicates or lack of communication is a lot of times we can't help but want to give our opinion. If someone
Right.
comes to us just want to vent, we have to say what we feel. We just have to give our input or our take on it. And they may not even ask for that. They may have just asked for a
Right.
listening ear, not for you to judge them or make them feel a certain way. And that's why as we say, some people just kind of clam up. So I commend you for being able to pull that out of them. Because if you're going through something and it's hurt, who really wants to bring up pain all the time? Right? It's
Right.
hard to talk about what hurt you. But if you're dealing with somebody that's not going to take that hurt and abuse it, that's where I think more youth needs to be able to have that option. So I wish you nothing but success and hope your stuff just expands and gets bigger and bigger because what you provide is definitely needed in this day and time that we're living in.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, man. I mean, honestly though, I don't really just hand out kudos for the sake of, ooh, yeah, I'm handing out kudos. No, because that's really important because I don't think positive people get enough pats on their back. I don't think they get enough credit for doing that because we can be selfish. We can just be like, well, life happened to me. I don't care. But if something in us is just guiding us and making us choose to do that, you want to support them. Just like good teachers, good people that are doing professional jobs. You want to hear a good job versus, you know what, oh, well, that's just what they're supposed to be doing. Nah, not necessarily. You know, because there's so many people out here that don't give a crap. They don't care about nothing or nobody. So, and we see those people. So for those people that care, I would say dare to care, right? We should freaking hold a parade. Because honestly, though, man, it's a lot of work. Because you have to break down layers. You have to break down layers of stuff, you know, when you're talking to people. You know, and they have to, and I'm saying you have to have patience to do that.
Yes. You definitely have patience to do it. Because you never know, you know, you might peel back one layer, but you still got more and more to go to get to the core of what's going on with the actual problem, what started it. And something that reminds me of that is this project that we do with it's a cabbage head that's and you peel back the layers. Each layer stands for something, and you peeling it back to peel away whether it's pain, hurt, bad relationships, whatever. You peeling back those things in order to rebuild again. So you have to get to the core of it to know that you can now rebuild.
Yes. And that's where a lot of, I think, the pain comes from, though, right? Tearing off all that stuff that you're used to. That's almost like taking a screw out of something that's been sitting for a long time. You got to do a lot of work to get that bad boy out because it hadn't been attended to. So you got all this deep-rooted stuff that's layered and just hidden deep. That you got to start breaking this stuff off, and that's pain, right? Because for a doctor to have an operation on a broken bone, they got to get to some stuff. And so it's just like it's really hard to do that. And I think if we deal with more empathy in the world and in situations with people, I think we can have a better success rate of the people that we help. Because we don't necessarily have to agree with whatever or even understand. As we say, just be available. To be that comfort that person has. Here, I have somebody to go to. If I don't have nobody else, I know I can go to Tosha. I know I can go to shelter, you know, rather than without hearing, oh, well, you know better, well, you this or you that, you know, just be themselves. They need that, their comfort zone.
That tears them down even more, That tears them down even more to make them feel like they can't come up from what they've been sheltered down with. Like, no, you can come up from that, but you have to be able to want it. That's another thing. Like, you have to want to grow from where you hurting it. If you want to stay there, that's just gonna continue to tear you down. But once you know that you have somebody that's gonna stand in your corner, that's gonna be your support system, lean on them. You know, make sure that you can go to them and they're not gonna judge you. That's the main thing.
Yes. Bottom line. And sometimes we won't know that they're not going to judge us until they do. But then once we find that out and get that, you know what? It's hard to have a heart-to-heart, honest conversation with you without this judgment. So I just choose to keep it to myself, you know. And a lot of times you lock those secrets away. And then you just deal with it. And you just carry it around. And everybody looking at you, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And really it's just I can't trust. I can't trust. I can't trust you with my truth. Because you may abuse me and abuse this truth that I'm giving you. You know, you ever been in church where people have confession time? They get up and have confession. Well, I was this and I was that. What's the first thing a lot of them do when they get up? I didn't know that. They didn't. Now they're looking at them in a different way. But because they took that trust and abused their trust, they're not looking for condemnation. They're looking for people that's going to understand them and say, well, we all used to be something. From the back door all the way to the front. But we're here together trying to figure it out and trying to be better collectively.
Right.
Not judgment. It's all good. I try to be mindful of your time and things you're dealing with because I know you're always very busy and things of that nature as well. Is there anything that you want to particularly speak on, or anybody you want to shout out to, anything that you want to give special attention to before I let you get up out of here and everything? Because like I said, I always know you got a lot of stuff going on. Every time I look up on social media, you got something different going on. You got a walkathon, a run-a-thon, a telethon, a t-shirt-a-thon, all kind of thon. you got all kind of thons going on. And so like I said, I understand, you know, when you have your time to yourself, you know, that you want to be able to kind of take a break and kind of recharge your batteries, if you will. So that's why I didn't want to take too much of your time, but I really appreciate you even jumping on. But if anything you got to say, special note rides to a special attention to, now is your time to speak on that, if you will, young lady.
Okay, thank you. I just really want to say, just, connect with me on Facebook, connect with me on Instagram or one of my social media links so you can get the information that we're doing. Check out my books and sign up for the walk. The walk is free. There's no reason, you shouldn't be able to attend unless you're just doing something else. But, the walk is free, and we're going to have plenty of fun and plenty of empowerment going on. So come out and join us. That's really it.
Come on out and enjoy the walk. Grab some of those books. Get some of that information. Get some of that motivation. Get your ticket and jump on the Positive Express. I say choo, choo. Can you dig it? This has been another great episode, man. Great interview, man. Again, I really wish you nothing but success in all the things that you're doing, and your level of passion for what you're doing is absolutely infectious. And I know that everybody around you is benefiting from your strength, and especially those young ladies. You just keep on doing what you're doing every single day, and I guarantee, and you already see it though, it's gonna thrive, and it's gonna just blow, and they're gonna know that Positive Express in a bunch of different cities. And you dig it. Motivation Monday. Yeah, you're very welcome. Motivation Monday, another one in the books, you guys. Any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. Keep on pushing, ENT@gmail.com, at Think_Radio on Twitter, Think Radio on Instagram. Looking for a home loan on the state of Texas, www.cntmtg.com. Go there to apply. Sheldon Farnberry, look for that name. It's all good. KOPE Credit Solutions, we're here to help you guys as well. Let's get your mortgage ready, home loan ready, and let's just get you a great credit score. If readers, any books, make sure you go. Tosha Dearborne, put that book in your repertoire. Put it in your repertoire. Anything that she writes, put it in your repertoire. Can you dig it? You guys have a great day. Much love to you guys. Thank you all. Great fans. Peace.